One, I am doing okay. I just dropped my little man off at the at school, and yeah, of course, typical teenager. Soon as soon as I drop him off, oh hey, I just realized I forgot my bag. Forgot his. He plays tennis, so he forgot his tennis bag. Goddamn teenagers! Come on, dude. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? You wanted to rush up there? You gotta fucking go. I gotta wait on you, asshole. All fucking day. I'm I'm a really nice guy until you get me behind the wheel of a car. Oh, I'm putting on Ray Bans. Watch out, Bill Wheeler. He thinks they're women's glasses. He's gonna be all mad today. What a dipshit! If you guys didn't see, yeah, he was posting on Facebook that I was wearing women's sunglasses, and these are Ray Bans, and yeah, like I literally put up on my Facebook, the Better Nation Foundation page, um, a picture of Tom Cruise and Anthony Michael Hall because these got really popular in the '80s, and yeah, I've always liked the style of these. These also are they didn't have Ray Bans then, but these are like what Enzo Ferrari used to wear. I just I think it's just a clean classic style. Yeah, he's an absolute dumbass. Did you guys see there's a new group? Oh my God, these people. Yeah, the Musketeers, more like the Mouseketeers. Ah, that name doesn't even make sense. Muskets can't cry. Watch they they don't understand jokes, so they're gonna run back and be like, "He thinks Musketeers means guns are crying." Good morning, Joan. Yeah, I'm on my mobile again. Got to run to my house and then get the my my son forgot his tennis bag because he does tennis after school. So I got to run back to my house and get it for him. So yeah, is what it is. Right, right. Oh, it's definitely the haters. Why don't they just call it the Veteran Nation Hate Group? Like, or or even the Fleas Hate Group, because they hate the fleas too. But like, uh, and they think that bothers me. It does not bother me. I find it hilarious. Literally, I'll tell you, if you can find so much entertainment just laughing at them, and they're so easy to mess with. They don't realize I'm literally this is enjoyable for me. We'll call a truce. Yeah, yeah, because it really bothers me laughing every. Oh, too funny, too funny. Trash guys came down here. Today's what, Thursday? They haven't come. They're supposed to come today. I've had my trash out, so we'll see. Because last week they came. They didn't come. I'm sorry. They came. They came on Saturday is what they did, and I was like, what? What are they doing on Saturday? But other than that, things are good in my area. Ah, there I go. See, I'm getting all the notifications. It's YouTube that is the worst with notifications. I got the notification from X. I've got the notification from Rumble. I have my notifications for Facebook turned off. If my phone would be bing, 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 bing every 5 minutes if I didn't turn off notifications for Facebook. So many people contact me through Facebook. It's okay. I don't care. Contact away, but I gotta make sure I do that stuff on my time. And some people get very mad if you don't text them back right away. Like I'm really good about texting people back. I just don't text back right away, especially while I'm at work. Oh yeah, you see me, just fuck it, just walk right across the middle of the road. No crosswalk or anything. I swear to God, the people here, they all have a death wish. Pedestrians have the right of way. Yeah, but you don't walk in front of traffic. And like California got rid of its law about jaywalking, but it still says when there's no traffic. And that's what these people don't get. Like, you don't need to cross at the crosswalk here anymore. But if there's traffic, you still have to wait. You can't just walk in front of traffic. But this state and its laws, they arrested a guy yesterday. They invaded. It was a weed bust, okay? But yet the guy had like 10,000 rounds of ammo. He had an underground bunker. He had AR style weapons. Well, yeah, because guess what? In this state, the AR-15 is banned. So you can own an AR style, you just can't own an AR-15. And what else? They were like, he had sawed-off shotguns and ghost guns. Here's the thing. Those are illegal to sell and transport. If I buy a shotgun and I saw off the end, that only becomes legal if I transfer it to another. If I just own it at my home, that's fine. And I said everything mentioned in this article, there are ways to legally own it. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, yeah, I want to keep that. And someone was like, well, I heard he had machine guns too. I said, well, it's not in this article, but you can legally own machine guns in this country too if you have an FFL. And someone was like, well, he's got a ghost gun. And, oh, yeah, that's my son's. They were like, yeah, he's got a ghost gun. Ghost gun just means an unserialized gun. Most times it's someone built it themselves out of parts. Again, completely legal to own as long as you don't sell it or transport it. If you just own it and it stays at your house and doesn't leave your property, that's perfectly legal. And I find it funny that California is doing this because they did go after a guy. I believe he was out of Santa Monica a few years ago, and they arrested him because he was selling what they call 80 percenters. So he was making up weapons, and you make it 80% of the way, which is the limit that you go to before you need a serial number. And so they arrested him, confiscated his guns, did all this stuff, and he was just manufacturing the lower receivers, like not even the full weapon. The lower receiver is what requires the serialization. So that's what he was doing. So they arrested him, and they were prosecuting him in federal court, and they ended up withdrawing the case. And here's why they withdrew the case: because the judge was about to rule that the federal law on serialization was unconstitutional. And that was, I want to say that happened like 2019. I could be wrong. I think it was earlier if I'm wrong. But yeah, so that's what they were doing. And no, Glory, you're staying in here. Uh, but yeah, so the case. And I got to, because there's a quote unquote ghost in this one, uh, I think they're going to have to be very careful what they, about how they prosecute it. Because I haven't seen a quote unquote ghost gun case in a while. There you go, cat. Leave me alone. Okay. There is that. I forgot to turn on my dishwasher. Let me go ahead and start that. There we go with that. This light doesn't need to be on. See, throw the little man in my life. I am such a creature of habit that, yeah, I just, I get into what I'm doing and just kind of stick around. Oh, okay. Take care of that later. There we go. I don't have to pick up my coworker today, so you guys are gonna join me on the full ride. I actually might stop at Carl's Jr. and pick me up some breakfast. Bring y'all along. I normally wait until after my morning meeting to get breakfast, but I'm a little bit hungry today and I'm gonna be there early, so. All right. Still, I'm not seeing the trash guys. What else is happening around you guys? Did Fleas? Did they do a stream last night? I know they have not been doing them. I'm looking for my trash guys. They should be out and about. But yeah, so I wasn't. I don't watch them. I don't keep tabs on them. But I did see what people were saying about the fleas. That they have not been streaming here lately. I also did see that they weren't listed as a creditor. Um, a lot of people, I did see Megan and Tug. I jumped in last night. They were talking about Paint Chips' filing. I'm not worried about. I think that's all going to get tossed. Uh, no flea stream last night. Wow. Huh, huh, huh. Interesting. There are people out there saying, oh, it means this, it means this. I don't know what it means. They don't know what it means. Um, so, you know, don't don't get all spun up about it. That's what I say. Oh, well, okay. So they were on Tori's channel. So that they are streaming. That's streaming. Like I know people are like, well, they're not streaming because they're not on their channel, but they're streaming. They're still out there. So, because yeah, there were people like, oh, did they get served with something? Or they, were they were. No one said they were arrested, but they're saying talking about like some of the court stuff. And I will say this: the uh, the Ohio judge is, I think, going to rule on contempt on her before the next court hearing. And if I were Randy, I would say right here is the reason why John and Lynette have to come and appear in Ohio. They've literally just given Randy the argument that they should be physically in the court. Good morning, Shinemesis. So yeah, that's wow. There used to be just one tent of homeless people here in this field. Now there's another tent, and there's two like not pop up trailers, but like two of those little like teardrop trailers. The homelessness in this state is out of control. And you want to know why? It's because people tolerate it. That is why. Yeah, I'd be shocked if the Ohio judge, like if I were Randy, I would make a motion before court. They for the March hearing, they have to be in. They have to be physically in the court. Um, I did laugh about. I didn't read all of Luffman's filing. I just kind of skimmed it. I did find it hilarious. Like he's saying, "Oh, we agreed to alternative resolution," but he leaves out what the alternative resolution is. Like the court's not going to accept that. Oh, you guys, you came to an agreement. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll just move forward with that. No, if you have an agreement, you have to put it before the court. Oh, yeah, you're right. Eli is his attorney in Ohio. They're not luring me to any other channels. I don't watch them. There are people that do. I don't give them any money. None whatsoever. But people are addicted to drama, especially if they have a mental illness. That's why these people go. Oh, is this the water? water district up here working. It's near the treatment plant. What is going on here? Don't you love my beautiful bouncy roads? What is this? Yep, it is the water district. They're turning. Okay, they're turning valves. Oh, bonjour. Je parle français un peu. Susie, good to see you here. Oh, that's who that was that said that. Okay. Trying to think what else has been happening with these cases. I can't believe Luffman really put all that effort into something that's like it's just going to get dismissed. I think they've played around with this judge too much. The judge, like, if he dismisses or if he dismisses his motion and accepts the default judgment, the judge is like done. It's done, and there would be nothing for him to appeal. So if I were Bolitho, I would absolutely accept the default judgment and dismiss his motion and say, no, not filed in a timely manner. And then I would move forward with sentencing and say, okay, good luck appealing. And that's why their strategies are stupid. Very, very stupid. That's one thing that there's certain things courts are very forgiving on. And timely responses are not generally one of them, because that looks like you just don't care about what the court is saying. I've got a buddy of mine who's dealing with that. He was in April in divorce court, and they set it for his next status conference for January or February. And he got a call from the judge who said, well, we had a hearing today. Well, he was never notified. The judge just set a hearing, and the clerk never notified him. And he was like, you got proof of me having given notice? Because I never waived notice. And so the judge couldn't do anything against him. And he was like, I have this date set for status conference. And the judge said, yeah, that is happening. And was like, well, I don't have your documents. See, because this judge is I've already seen where this judge in this divorce is biased against him. But his ex is an alcoholic and like is just doing things just to mess with him. So I told him, I'm like, you're going to eventually be fine. She's doing enough. And he was getting all his documents, and he was like, yeah, it says you have to have it 2 weeks prior to the hearing. This date in February is the hearing, and you will have it 2 weeks prior. And so, yeah, there was nothing the judge could do against him. And I was like, why is the judge contacting you? That's ex parte communication. 50-50 on a hospice center. The thing is, I'm not saying no. I do know people who do elderly care, so you can reach out to me. I'm always looking for new business ventures. But yeah, so the judge was calling him to kind of give him a beat down, but he was ready for everything. He was like, nope, there's this. and like he came in and we were talking about it, and his ex was gonna already told him that she's asking for a continuance, and I go, did you tell the judge you're gonna object? He's like, yeah, I told her. Look, he's like, this has been going since April. He's like, seriously? Um, because that's what 9 months. 9 months, and his ex-wife still can't get all the documents into the court. He's getting all his documents. That was the same thing about my divorce. My ex, when she left everything of importance.
Morning.
Good morning.
Right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Take care. Like, she left all the financial documentation and stuff. And it was so funny when I went into court this last time. Her lawyer's like, oh, yeah, we're ready to sign all the papers. And my lawyer was like, we're not ready to sign anything. You haven't sent anything to us. And he's like, oh, it's right here. I just did this. And she was like, this isn't how it works. You don't give it to us at court. You send it to me. She goes, I then send it to my client. We both read it over. We both agree or disagree. And then we come into court. Oh, fraudulent hospice. Oh, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I haven't read that story yet. But yeah, my ex's attorney, and then later on, like further in the discussion, he's like, oh, I need all these account numbers from you. And I go, your client? He's like, no, she doesn't have it. I'm like, really? And then my lawyer jumps in and goes, so you wanted us to sign a document and you don't even have the account numbers. She was embarrassing him so bad. I kind of felt bad for the guy, but I mean, yeah, what'd you think? We were going to sign documents that aren't properly filled out? You're out of your mind. Like, I am not the brightest guy, and I'm not a lawyer, but I know you don't sign documents that have blank spaces on it, because then it could just be filled in later. And oh yeah, well that's what he agreed to. No, nope. And what's funny is my ex, she used to tell me, oh, I'm gonna get so much money if I divorce you. I'll get so much money. She ain't getting that much, and she's eating it all up in lawyers' fees. It's like, oh really? Yeah. That, and because she's delayed it, the other thing is inflation. Like, all she's getting is money that I paid into my retirement. That's it. I'm gonna get me some breakfast here.
Welcome to Cars. Did you guys have the breakfast burger this morning?
No, thank you. Can I get a French toast dips combo with a coffee?
And did you want that medium or large?
Let's go with medium.
Medium French toast. And did you want that hot or iced coffee?
Hot, please.
All right. Any cream or sugar for the coffee?
Do you have Splenda or Sweet and Low?
We do.
Give me one of those, please.
Gotcha. And it was a medium, right, for the combo?
Yes, please.
And did you just need the sugar, or was it creamer as well?
Oh, no, just the sweetener.
All righty, boss. Anything else for you this morning?
Nope, that'll be it.
It's going to be 9:36 today. Thank you.
Thank you. I hate that they ask, was that a hot or iced coffee? If I'm not saying iced coffee, it's a hot coffee. Coffee is hot. That always bothers me. Where I'm sitting right now, I might have bad service, so just bear with me. I'm gonna put up the window because I don't want their little music to interfere with the stream. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Abby, how you doing? That's the thing that sucks on mobile. I can't see who's all here, so I can't greet everybody. Makes it a little bit harder. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Oh, excuse me. He's got all my coffee stuff, and he was walking over here. Oh, he's got my stuff.
All righty, my friend. It's going to be 9:36.
All right.
There you are.
Thank you.
Get that coffee.
All right.
There you are, sir.
Thank you. You too. All right. Ooh, those French toast dippers smell good. All right. Ooh, got my sweetener. So it's such a shame how badly managed this base has been the last several years. Sitting right next to what used to be a really nice Italian restaurant that we had here, only Italian place in town other than the pizza places, and closed up. This base, well, we need to make profit off it. Okay, well, if you're gouging people that aren't making money, they ran like three places out at the same time. This Italian place, Five Guys, and then there was a place in the Exchange. And the thing is, like, there's nothing here, so no one should be hurting for food places. But this base just gouges. Like they take like 8% off the top. So if you lose money, you still have to pay them 8%. How crazy is that? Insane. So I am going to drive over to where my office is, but I'm not going to park in the parking lot. Why is that? Because if I park in the parking lot, there are going to be people who see me in my car, and they're going to come up and talk to me. They're going to have questions about work, and I'm not on the clock. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So I've learned many years in the Marine Corps, make people respect your time. So I will not be anywhere convenient for people to interrupt me, because they will. You see, Virginia is trying to pass a law to not only ban assault weapons, which that is such a stupid thing, because an assault weapon actually is a machine gun per the actual laws and definitions. But they want to do the 10 magazine thing and no grandfather clause. And same thing with AR-15s, no grandfather clause. So pretty much, you're a law-abiding citizen today. If they pass that law, you immediately become a criminal. That's not a common sense gun law. That is just trying to punish gun owners. That's it. But Harmeet Dillon is doing a great job. And she's in charge of the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division, and has already told them, if you pass this law, we are going to sue the state of Virginia. for violations of civil rights. Because owning a gun is your civil right. Isn't it funny how that's always what the Democrats want to do? They want to criminalize Americans. And I've had people, mainly libertarians, sending me Trump's comments about the protester bringing the gun. I really don't care about Trump's comments at all. I care about what he does. And yeah, you do have a right to bring a gun to a protest. You do, as long as you're lawfully carrying. Mismatch mess. If they ban assault weapons, yeah, these hands are gonna be illegal. But yeah, yeah. You have the right as long as you legally carry. And in Minnesota, he needed a permit to carry. What I'm hearing is he didn't have his permit on him at the time of his death. That's illegal. You have to have it on you. He also did not notify law enforcement when they made contact. You have to let them know that you're armed. It's the law. At least the law in Minnesota. I know it's the law in Ohio. And it's the law here in California. So most states, yeah, you do have to inform that you are carrying. That's one thing I find so funny. Like, because the left has made these laws so nuanced that it requires most gun owners to know the laws, because you want to keep your right to carry. So what it does is it makes gun owners more knowledgeable on the law than the left. And that's just as a consequence of their laws. Hey there, boss. The mods don't like you? The mods know they shouldn't be deleting comments or anything. But so it could be. I do have a couple words that are auto banned. It could be those if you used one of those keywords. As an example, stolen valor is auto banned because I get jokers who like to come in here and make accusations. A few years ago for Halloween, I wanted to get like arms from a bear costume and put 2 on my right side and be like, I have my right 2 bear arms. Those stupid pun costumes. They're fun though. They're fun. I got another 10 minutes. I'm not going into the office and dealing with people's bullshit right away. Gotta draw those limits. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Some French toast sticks. We had a French guy in here earlier. Now we got French toast. Madeira Farm syrup. Okay.
What else you guys want to talk about? Oh, that's good coffee. I hate when places do coffee too hot, and then you need like 45 minutes for you to actually be able to drink it or burn your mouth. In Minnesota gun laws, your right to bear arms is revoked the second you get in a conflict with an officer. Yeah. And the left wrote those. I love how the left wants all these gun-free zones. A protest. Should that be a gun-free zone? Traditionally in this country, the only places that are gun-free zone are courts and polling places. Isn't that interesting? Those are the places that fall in line with the text, history, and tradition of our country, otherwise known as the Bruin methodology. Isn't it funny that one of the greatest gun cases that opened up and affirmed the right to bear arms is the Bruin decision, and it's named after a New York attorney general who was a gun grabber? Hilarious. Um, it's, this one's like turned, so it got stuck in my syrup. I had to laugh. One of my haters said yesterday that I am upset because Pam has the ear of Jeremy. I was like, are you stupid? I don't care. I don't care if she does. Hospice fraud. Oh, I will. I'll check. I will definitely check it out. This state, Wells Fargo is leaving California. You can't get more California than Wells Fargo Bank. Started in San Francisco, has been here for over 100 years, and it's leaving. Oh, I'll get sticky fingers, but I'll wash my hands as soon as I get into work. Work my fingers to the bone. What do you get? Bony fingers. If you all know that song. I do not like modern country. I like classic country. Wells Fargo is a left bank. Yep, and they're leaving. Even they don't want to stay in California. Because at a certain point, businesses have to make money. But of this of the living wage law that they passed, Panera Bread is excused. Why is that? Because the CEO is good friends with Gavin Newsom. Funny how that works. You can't have a monopoly without government. I got another 5 minutes. On base, 0-8, they play colors. And it's when they put the flag up. But at 7:55, they give the 5-minute warning. That's when I like to be walking into my office. Hey, Greg. Right? These lefty policies are bad for business. The only thing I will say is some people don't understand a lot of the laws. I've had people, hey, Palmers, I've had people say, well, California is a right to work state. 100% is, but there are still laws. As an example, Gina Carano. I told everyone she's going to win that lawsuit because California, well, yeah, you can, it's a right to work state. You can fire someone for any reason, except there's certain things that you can't for discrimination. For instance, my status as a veteran, can't fire me for that. When I was a reservist, can't fire me for having drill. The Gina Carano, here in California, political speech is protected. So she made tweets that Disney didn't like, and they fired her, and that was against the law. And if you guys have been watching me long enough, I was telling you all about that case and saying, "Oh yeah, they're going to lose." I told you Disney was going to lose in Florida too. And there are people, they didn't lose in Florida. Oh, they lost in Florida. They lost big time. In Florida, Disney is building a Cars Land type thing. They had to take out permits. Now people know what Disney's building because those permits are public record. Now, when Disney owned Reedy Creek, they were able to put just minimal information, and it wasn't enough information to know what they were building. And but now they don't have that power. They don't have Reedy Creek anymore. Toppling tater tots. I am eating tater tots. How about that? There's a chow hall right here. All the Marines are parking, going into the chow hall to eat. I used to encourage that with my Marines. If we had PT would go at 5:30, 6, around there. If we didn't have PT, you had to be in the office between 7:15 and 7:30. And then I would tell the NCOs, hey, after we do like our initial stuff, you take these Marines to chow. You make sure these Marines are eating. There's the 5-minute warning. And there's lots of tater tots. They're doing a massive expansion of Disneyland too. Okay, here we go. So once I get parked over in the other parking lot, I'm gonna end this. I don't want to be stuck outside for colors. But yeah, Disney screwed up big time. So many people. Dude, Legal Eagle was telling people Disney's gonna win this lawsuit. And Legal Mindset was like, and Legal Mindset was an attorney in Florida, and he worked with special districts. And he was like, there's no way Disney wins this lawsuit. None whatsoever. And he goes, this is gonna cost them billions over the next decade. And they lost, and it's costing them billions. Go woke, go broke. And look, all the woke people at Disney are all retiring. Wonder why that is. Kathleen Kennedy. What's his name? Bob Iger. All right, guys. I might be back tonight. I don't know. Right? It was the schools. Florida was like, hey, you have to tell parents. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. Thank you for being here. I will be back maybe tonight, but definitely tomorrow.